Sydney Sweeney's new controversial statements about World War II, about how the ending of World War II isn't talked about nearly enough. She believes that the destruction of Berlin and the surrounding territories in Germany just isn't discussed nearly as much as the ending of the war itself. But there's still really important parts of the war that happened right here. Some of the fiercest fighting happened in Berlin. And as the Allies are surrounding the German menace and capturing them and crushing them, many of those Germans, knowing the terrible things that they did to the Soviets, and then knowing the terrible things that the Soviets did to the Germans, many of them would travel as quickly as they could to surrender to the Americans, the British, and the French. She also brought up a good point about how the political tensions between the East and West, between the Soviets and the Americans, really made it so in the closing days of World War II, there was already that tension that would eventually lead to the Cold War. She didn't want people to forget that the decision between the Americans and the Soviets was made so the Americans would stop far enough outside Berlin that the Soviets would be able to take that victory. The Soviets really wanted to be able to show that they could defeat the Germans, and the Americans were like, that's going to be a terrible loss of life. The Soviets want to do it, let's let them.